Welcome to the latest episode of the King of the Road Show on Fox 4 KBTV. The King of the Road Show is a national award-winning entertainment-based program produced by Southeast Texans for Southeast Texans.
King of the Road. Thanks for watching the latest King of the Road Show HD. I'm Jim King of the Road. As usual, we have another spectacular entertainment extravaganza in store for you. Coming up during the next half hour, we'll air Natalie Stovall's magnificent new music video, Baby Come On With It, as my music clip of the week, sponsored by Kings Country Internet Radio at kingscountry.net. We'll also cruise to Golden Triangle Raceway Park for the start of another royal season of the thrills and spills of auto racing. But first, we'll take a little trip to Jasper to check out renowned Texas country troubadour Cody Johnson. Ride shotgun with me, Cadillac style.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road Show.
Oh, hi, to the guy.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
This is a song for all the exes tonight. It's called I Don't Care About You. No. Here's the truth. Well, I refuse to argue with you, baby. Can't tell you what to do, but I'm not some Johnny come lately. So there's the door you can walk right through, 'cause tonight I don't care about losing you. Oh, tonight I don't care about trying to make things right. I'm just not in the mood, and I'm damn sure not gonna fight tonight. And if this is some kind of premonition, how it's gonna be with you. I'm out, I'm done, baby, I'm through. 'Cause tonight I don't care about you.
Cody Johnson, it's great to meet you. Texas country troubadour Cody Johnson grew up not too far from this area in the piney woods of East Texas, Groveton.
Groveton. Yeah, I went to high school in Groveton. There's a little bitty tiny town called Sebastopol, and it's like a feed store and a couple churches and a couple of bar rooms, and that's it. You blink, you miss it.
You were homeschooled for a long time, weren't you?
I did. My dad worked for the state my entire life, and it was one of those. My mom wanted to be home with us, and looking back, I appreciate it. But then I went to high school in Groveton, started high school rodeoing, and that kind of led to this whole shebang we're doing tonight.
I think your dad, Carl, actually taught you your first chords, didn't he?
Yes, sir. He did. He was my family's always been musical. Mm-hmm. Every Thanksgiving and Christmas, it was always gather around the piano or gather around the guitar, and music's just always been instilled from me from a very young age on both sides of my family, and so it kind of stuck.
And high school kind of worked out for you too, because you got into the FFA, and I think that's where you had your first band. You got encouraged by your teachers?
My ag teacher, Larry Fortenberry, and this is no lie, he said, you're going to play, and you're going to play well, and you're going to succeed. And I said, I don't know if I want to. He said, no, son, you don't understand. You're going to play. And I said, yes, sir. And that's how we started our first band. But he also encouraged me to rodeo. And, I wrote my first time at his house and encouraged me to rodeo. And little did he know, later on we'd be selling CDs off the tailgate at rodeos. So
it's Cody Johnson. You kind of had a beginning sort of like Chris Ledoux, because he did the same thing, selling CDs out of the back of his car and hitting the rodeos. Huh?
I didn't realize that at the time. I'd always grown up, Chris was a big influence on me, but I didn't realize that he had come from such a humble upbringing as far as financially and had to do that. We did a trip up to Canada this year, and I actually got to sit down with Chris's old hauling partner. He's like an 8-time saddle bronc Canadian champion, and he was telling me these stories about how Chris couldn't buy McDonald's, and he was selling his CDs to try to make up for his entry fee money that he lost. And you're talking about a world champion. So I said, well, At least we know we're doing one thing right. We can follow in those footsteps. Those are good ones.
One of the thrills of my radio career was actually getting to meet Chris Ledoux.
You're kidding.
This was probably 10 years ago, just before he passed.
See, now I'm a little jealous.
Oh. Well, there's nothing to be jealous of. I was in a kind of a cattle call, you know, like they do at the backstage areas. But another cool thing is you were actually a prison guard, weren't you? For the Huntsville prison?
Yeah, and people say that all the time. There's like 7 within the city limits there, and like I said, I grew up around a prison farm, and the only thing that bothered me about working there and quitting was going to shows afterwards. First time we went to Amarillo, I heard, "Look out, boss." Turned around, and it was 2 guys that had worked for me in the field, and it kind of make you nervous, but I'm proud of where I came from, man. My dad taught me real young to work hard if you wanted it, and my wife quit her job she quit school and got a job when I quit mine to help me do this.
So you did quit your day job a couple of years ago
yes,
from the prison.
Did.
Yeah.
And it was, I would never go back.
I'm assuming everybody in here knows where Huntsville, Texas is, huh? I was born and raised in Sebastopol, Texas. And I moved to Huntsville because that's where the family business was. In my family, you either was locked up in prison or you worked for the prison, one of the two. How many of y'all ever been to jail? I can tell the ones of y'all that was telling the truth because you did this before you raised your hand. Look, seeing who in the hell is in here that might tell on you tomorrow. Some of y'all might be going to jail tonight. I hope you don't, but that's what this song is about being guilty as hell and going to jail. Doug, this song's for you tonight. Once I had me a woman, everything was going my way. She thought I had hung a moon and she had an angel's face. Till one night I pulled in my drive and something was going on. There was a long bed forward in my spot that I damn sure didn't know. I walked up to the screen door and I heard this awful noise. I moved on to the living room and there sat my 2 boys. And I said, "Where's Mama?" And they both pointed to the bedroom down the hall. Now I ain't never been a fighting man, but it was all I saw.
It's the King of the Road Show, HD. We're airing new installments of King's Best Clips. Much more to come later on the show. Still to come, we'll air Natalie Stovall and the Driver's magnificent new music video, Baby Come On With It, as King's Music Clip of the Week, sponsored by King's Country Internet Radio at kingscountry.net.
Logan Foiler immediately going to take back second. The 24 Brandy Haas will run in third.
Coming up next, we'll cruise back to Golden Triangle Raceway Park in Beaumont for the thrills and spills of sprint car racing.
Turn 3 and 4.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.